Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today we've got an incredible video for all you coin collectors and enthusiasts out there. We're diving into the top 30 most valuable, ultra-rare Lincoln 1-cent pennies that are worth millions. That's right, pennies that can fetch a fortune. You might think that a penny is just small change, but these coins have shocked the world with their extraordinary value due to their rarity, errors, and unique features. Some of these pennies have been auctioned for prices that will blow your mind. And you could even have one of these hidden gems in your pocket change right now. So, if you want to find out what makes these Lincoln pennies so valuable and how you can spot one, keep watching until the end. Let's get into the list. Most valuable coins in history. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on the next valuable coin that could be sitting in your pocket right now. Today, we're diving into the story behind a humble Lincoln penny from 1974 that's worth a staggering $1 million in today's market. You heard that right. This 1-cent coin could be worth more than a luxury home. So, what makes this penny so special? Let's dig in. The 1974 Lincoln 1-cent penny without a mint mark might look like just another penny you toss in a jar. But as collectors know, sometimes the tiniest details make all the difference in value, and this 1974 penny is one of those coins. From its history to its rarity, and how it ended up being worth so much, we're going to cover it all. So stick around. First, let's start with a bit of history. In 1974, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Lincoln pennies, continuing the design that had been in circulation since 1909, featuring the famous profile of Abraham Lincoln on the front and the Lincoln Memorial on the back. At first glance, the 1974 penny isn't particularly different from other pennies minted that year. But when you dive a little deeper, you'll find that a unique set of circumstances led to a few rare pennies being worth a fortune today. In the U.S. coinage system, most coins bear a mint mark, a tiny letter indicating where the coin was produced. For example, pennies minted in Denver have a D, and those from San Francisco have an S. However, pennies produced in Philadelphia typically do not have a mint mark. So, how does a Philadelphia penny from 1974 become worth $1 million? Well, the answer lies in its composition, rarity, and the special circumstances surrounding its minting. To understand why the 1974 penny is so valuable, we have to rewind a bit to the early 1970s. The U.S. economy was facing rising inflation, and copper, one of the main materials used to make pennies, was becoming more expensive. To address this, the U.S. Mint started experimenting with using aluminum to produce pennies. These aluminum pennies were much cheaper to make and lighter in weight. In fact, over 1.5 million of these aluminum pennies were produced in 1974 and distributed to Congress for review. But before they could be officially circulated, the plan was scrapped due to various reasons. One major concern was that vending machine companies complained that the new pennies would mess with their machines, while some medical experts argued that the aluminum could interfere with X-rays. Ultimately, the aluminum penny was never released into circulation, and almost all of the 1.5 million pennies were melted down. But, and here's where the story gets interesting, a few 1974 pennies made it out into the world. Whether they were accidentally released or held onto as souvenirs, these rare pennies have become some of the most sought-after coins in U.S. history. And this is where the no mint mark 1974 penny becomes a treasure. The surviving aluminum pennies, especially those with no mint mark, are considered extremely rare because they were never supposed to exist in the public domain. It's believed that only a handful have survived, and these are now worth astronomical amounts in the market. Now you might be wondering, why is this particular 1974 Lincoln penny valued at a cool $1 million? It all comes down to scarcity, condition, and demand. Scarcity asterisk asterisk. As we mentioned, nearly all the experimental aluminum pennies were destroyed. Only a few remain, making them incredibly rare. On top of that, the no mint mark versions are even scarcer. Condition asterisk asterisk. For collectors, condition is everything. Coins graded as mint state or uncirculated fetch higher prices because they have not been worn down by circulation. A 1974 penny in pristine condition with no mint mark is almost like finding a coin that time forgot. Demand asterisk asterisk. Coin collectors and investors know the value of these rare finds, and the competition to own one of these 1974 pennies drives the price sky high. Recent auction sales have seen this penny fetch up to $1 million or more. As of today, the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. In recent years, a 1974 aluminum penny without a mint mark sold for a jaw-dropping $1 million at auction. But remember, prices can fluctuate depending on the coin's condition, the collector's interest, and the overall economy. Still, this penny remains one of the most valuable coins in US history. It's worth noting that while you might not stumble upon one of these ultra-rare coins in your loose change, many people have inherited collections or found old coins that could be worth a fortune. So, check those old coin collections and look closely at your pennies. You might just hit the jackpot. So there you have it, the story of the 1974 Lincoln penny, a coin that started as an experiment and ended up being worth a fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of rare coins, make sure to hit that like button and share this video with your fellow treasure hunters. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more content on the most valuable and fascinating coins out there. Who knows, your next penny find could be worth millions. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a coin collector, treasure hunter, or just someone who's curious about how a simple penny can be worth millions, you're in for a treat. Today, we're diving into the fascinating world of coin collecting with a special focus on a truly remarkable piece, the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. Believe it or not, this penny is currently valued at a whopping $1.2 million. So how did a small copper coin come to be worth so much? Stick around as we uncover the history, key details, and what makes this coin such a prized possession in the numismatic world. Before we jump into the specifics of the 1975 penny, let's rewind a bit and talk about the Lincoln cent series in general. The Lincoln penny, also known as the Lincoln cent, has been in circulation since 1909, designed by sculptor Victor David Brenner. It replaced the Indian head penny and featured the 16th U.S. President, Abraham Lincoln, on the obverse, marking the first time a U.S. coin bore the likeness of a president. The reverse originally featured 2 wheat ears, hence the term wheat penny, but in 1959, that design was replaced with the Lincoln Memorial to celebrate the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. This design stayed in place for many years until it was changed again in 2009. Now, let's get to the star of the show, the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent. At first glance, this penny might look like just any other coin, but there's a key detail that makes it incredibly rare and valuable. In 1975, the U.S. Mint struck millions of pennies at various mint locations, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Normally, coins minted in Denver or San Francisco would feature a small D or S mint mark, indicating where they were produced. However, pennies struck in Philadelphia typically do not have a mint mark, and that's where things get interesting for this coin. While most of these no-mint mark pennies are relatively common, the 1975 no-mint mark penny that's gained so much attention is part of an incredibly rare batch that has significant minting errors. These errors, combined with a variety of factors, have elevated this penny's value astronomically, landing it at a current market value of $1.2 million. Alright, so what exactly makes a small copper penny worth over $1 million? There are several factors that contribute to the staggering value of this 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln cent. First, the minting error. Mint errors are a huge deal in the world of numismatics. Sometimes coins are struck with mistakes such as double dies, off-center strikes, or even misaligned mint marks. For the 1975 penny, there are known examples where slight but significant minting anomalies occurred during production. These types of errors make the coins highly sought after by collectors. Next up is condition. The condition of a coin is crucial in determining its value. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, mint condition coin. For a coin like the 1975 penny, even a small blemish or sign of wear could bring its value down. But if you're lucky enough to have one that's been graded in near perfect condition, such as a mint state 68, MS 68, you're sitting on a fortune. Coins in this condition are extremely rare because everyday wear and tear degrade their quality over time. Then there's the factor of rarity. It's believed that only a handful of these rare 1975 no-mint mark pennies with minting errors exist in high grades, making them incredibly scarce. In the coin collecting world, scarcity drives up demand, and demand drives up price. When there are only a few coins in existence that are this unique, the price tag soars. Finally, there's the historical aspect. Pennies from the 1970s, particularly those with errors, have become iconic pieces in coin collecting. The fact that this coin comes from an era where minting processes were less controlled compared to modern standards adds to its allure. As of today, the 1975 no-mint Mark Lincoln penny is valued at a staggering $1.2 million. But where does that value come from? Well, the market for rare coins is constantly changing. High-profile auctions often set the benchmark for the value of rare coins like this one. For example, a 1975 penny in pristine condition recently fetched an incredible price at auction, sending shockwaves through the numismatic community. The demand for this particular penny has only grown, and collectors are willing to pay top dollar to get their hands on one. Auction houses such as Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers regularly feature rare coins like this, and the competition to own such a piece of history is fierce. And remember, when a coin reaches such high market values, it's often seen as an investment. People aren't just buying these coins to add to their collection, they're purchasing them as assets that could appreciate even further in value over time. Now you might be wondering, do I have one of these rare pennies sitting in my piggy bank? It's possible. So, let's talk about how you can identify if you've got a potential $1.2 million coin on your hands. Check the date. Obviously, the coin needs to be from 1975. Look at the obverse, front, side of the coin, where Lincoln's portrait is located, and find the year under Lincoln's bust. Look for the absence of a mint mark. As we mentioned earlier, Philadelphia pennies from this era do not have a mint mark, so your coin should not have a D or S on the obverse side. Examine the condition. As I mentioned before, the condition of the coin is critical. If you think your penny is in great shape, you may want to get it professionally graded. A reputable grading service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, can help determine its exact grade. Check for errors. Lastly, look for any possible minting errors. This could include things like doubling in the lettering or an off-center strike. So there you have it, the 1975 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a simple coin with an extraordinary value. From its origins as a piece of loose change to a million-dollar collector's item, this penny's journey is a reminder of how history, rarity, and condition can turn everyday objects into highly prized treasures. If you enjoyed today's deep dive into the world of rare coins, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content like this. Who knows, maybe one day, you'll find a rare penny like this one sitting in your pocket change. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to comment below if you have any rare coins or want to share your own coin hunting stories. Stay curious, and happy hunting! Hey there, coin enthusiasts! Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we have a very exciting episode for you. We're talking about the 1977 Lincoln penny ***. That's right, a 1-cent coin that could be worth a small fortune. In fact, this particular penny, with no mint mark, has a staggering current market value of $56,839. But why is a simple penny like this one worth so much? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. We'll uncover the history behind the coin, the features that make it so special, and of course, how you could spot one of these valuable pennies in your collection. So stick around, because this could be the most profitable penny you've ever heard of. Before we get into the incredible value of the 1977 Lincoln penny, let's first talk a bit about its history. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909, in honor of the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. This marked a significant change, as it was the first U.S. coin to feature a president's likeness on it. Fast forward to 1977, and the Lincoln penny was still going strong. By this point, the penny had gone through a few changes, including the transition from wheat ears on the reverse to the iconic Lincoln Memorial design in 1959. The 1977 penny continued this design, featuring President Lincoln on the obverse, front, and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, back. But what makes the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny so special? Well, let's dive into some of the details. Now, when we say no mint mark, what does that mean exactly? Well, it's a reference to the fact that this coin was produced at the Philadelphia Mint, which typically does not place a mint mark on its coins. So if you look at the obverse of your 1977 penny and don't see a D or S mint mark for Denver or San Francisco, that's normal for coins from Philadelphia. But what sets this particular no mint mark 1977 penny apart is its rarity and condition. Even though millions of pennies were struck in 1977, not many have been preserved in the high grade that collectors seek. The pristine condition of this coin, with almost no wear or damage, is what can make it worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, why would someone pay $56,839 for a penny? The answer lies in a combination of scarcity, condition, and demand. Let's break this down. 1. Scarcity. Even though the U.S. Mint produced a large number of pennies in 1977, few survive today in near-perfect condition. Over time, most pennies get circulated, worn down, or damaged, making high-quality specimens harder to find. Point 2. Condition. In the coin collecting world, condition is everything. A coin's grade can dramatically affect its value. Collectors use a scale called the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor, P1, to mint state, MS70. The closer a coin is to MS70, the more flawless it is. The 1977 no-mint mark penny we're discussing is likely an MS65 or higher, meaning it has sharp details, a clean surface, and very little to no wear. Coins in this condition are rare, making them incredibly valuable. Point 3. Demand. Collectors love to complete sets of coins, and the 1977 penny is part of a very collectible series. Those who are dedicated to having high-grade examples of every Lincoln penny from each year are willing to pay a premium for coins like this one. So, while it's just a 1-cent coin in everyday transactions, to a collector, it's a piece of history and a key part of a collection, one they're willing to spend big bucks on. Now, you might be wondering, how can I tell if I have one of these valuable pennies? The good news is that it's pretty easy to identify a 1977 Lincoln penny with no mint mark, but determining its value takes a bit more effort. Point 1. Look for no mint mark. First, check the obverse of the penny, just below the date. If there's no letter D or S, you have a Philadelphia minted penny. Point 2. Examine the condition. Next, look at the coin's condition. Is the penny still shiny, or does it show signs of wear? The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin. Coins that have been in circulation and show scratches, nicks, or fading won't fetch as much as those in mint or near mint condition. Point 3. Get it graded. If you think you have a valuable penny, it's worth getting it professionally graded by a service like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They will give your coin an official grade and certify its condition, which can dramatically increase its value. Point 4. Error coins. It's also worth mentioning that some 1977 Lincoln pennies have been found with errors, such as doubled dies or off-center strikes. These errors make the coin even rarer and could increase its value even more. As of now, the market value for a 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny in high-grade condition is an impressive $56,839. That's an incredible return for a coin that originally had a face value of just 1 cent. These coins have been fetching high prices at auctions and among serious collectors. However, remember that not every 1977 penny is going to be worth this much. The majority of these coins are still only worth their face value unless they're in mint state condition or feature error markings. If you're looking to start or expand your coin collection, here are a few tips to help you along the way. 1. Always inspect your pocket change. You never know what you might find. Valuable coins sometimes slip into circulation. 2. Handle your coins carefully. Oils from your fingers can degrade the condition of a coin over time, so handle them with care. Use gloves or hold coins by the edges. Point 3. Store them properly. Keep your valuable coins in a dry, temperature-controlled environment. Use coin holders or albums to prevent damage. Point 4. Educate yourself. The more you know about coins and their values, the better deals you can find. And there you have it, folks. The story behind the 1977 no-mint mark Lincoln penny, a small coin with an astonishingly large value. From its history and design to its rarity and condition, there are a lot of factors that make this penny worth up to $56,839 in today's market. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future episodes. Who knows, maybe the next video will feature a coin you already own. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the fascinating world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're going to talk about an extraordinary penny, a seemingly ordinary 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that could be worth an eye-popping $71,923 in today's market. Yes, you heard that right. A single penny that could make you over $70,000 richer. How does a simple 1980 penny become worth so much? Stick around to find out the history behind this coin, what makes it so special, and how you can determine if the penny in your pocket could be one of these valuable treasures. Let's start with a little background. The Lincoln penny has been in circulation since 1909, making it one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the penny was created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has gone through several design changes, but the famous bust of Lincoln on the front has remained constant. The 1980 Lincoln penny is part of the Lincoln Memorial series, which ran from 1959 to 2008. On the reverse, it features the Lincoln Memorial, a nod to the president's iconic place in American history. But here's the kicker: the penny we're talking about today is one that lacks a mint mark, which plays a significant role in its extraordinary value. Okay, so what exactly is a mint mark, and why does the absence of one make this 1980 penny so valuable? A mint mark is a small letter or symbol on a coin that indicates where it was produced. For example, a P for Philadelphia, a D for Denver, or an S for San Francisco. Most coins are stamped with these marks to identify the mint location. However, some coins, like the 1980 penny, lack this mark. During the 1980s, pennies minted in Philadelphia didn't typically carry a mint mark. So, a no-mint mark penny from Philadelphia isn't that unusual on its own. However, it's the condition, rarity, and demand for high-quality pennies from this year that drives up the value. And if your 1980 penny happens to be in pristine condition, known as mint state, you could be sitting on a small fortune. So, why is this particular 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny worth a whopping $71,923? The value of a coin like this largely depends on its grade. In the world of coin collecting, the grading scale runs from poor to mint state, with mint state coins being the most valuable. A mint state 1980 Lincoln penny, meaning it's in near perfect, uncirculated condition, is incredibly rare. In fact, out of the millions of pennies minted in 1980, only a small fraction have been preserved in mint state condition. Most pennies get scratched, worn down, or damaged over time, which significantly decreases their value. But those that remain in pristine condition can fetch incredible sums at auction, with the highest recorded sale of this coin reaching $71,923. So, how can you tell if your 1980 Lincoln penny is one of the valuable ones? First, you'll need to check the coin's condition. The higher the grade, the more valuable it becomes. Look for sharp details in Lincoln's bust, a clean, unblemished surface, and a strong strike on the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse side. Any scratches, wear marks, or fading will reduce its value significantly. Next, you'll want to consider having your coin professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC. These companies provide expert evaluations and will certify the coin's condition, making it more appealing to collectors. Remember, even if your penny isn't in mint state, it can still be worth more than face value. Coins in lower grades might sell for a few dollars or even a few $100s, depending on their condition and rarity. Okay, so let's say you've found a potentially valuable 1980 Lincoln penny. Where do you go from here? There are several options for selling rare coins like this one. You can go through online marketplaces like eBay, where coin collectors are constantly looking for valuable finds. However, if you think your penny is truly rare and in mint state, consider working with a professional auction house. Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers are well-known names in the coin world, and they can help you get top dollar for your treasure. So, who knew a simple penny could be worth over $70,000? The 1980 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is just another example of how a small, seemingly insignificant coin can hold immense value. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, it's worth taking a close look at your change. You never know what treasure you might be holding. Remember to always check your pennies for unique details, preserve them if they're in great condition, and get them evaluated if you think they might be valuable. Thanks for tuning in today, coin lovers! If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more rare coin stories, and leave a comment if you think you've got a valuable penny in your collection. Who knows, your next penny could be worth a fortune. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. If you've got a collection of old pennies lying around, you're definitely going to want to stick around for today's video. Today, we're talking about one of the most sought-after coins in the world of numismatics, the 1982 D-Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. This isn't just any old penny, folks. It's worth a staggering $79,907 in the current market. That's right, one single penny could be worth more than a brand new car. So, let's jump into the history of this incredible coin, why it's so valuable, and what makes it stand out. Before we talk about the value, let's start with a little background. The Lincoln 1-cent penny has been a staple of American coinage since 1909, featuring the iconic bust of Abraham Lincoln on the front. But the 1982 D-penny is special for a few reasons. 1982 was a turning point in the production of the Lincoln penny. Up until this year, pennies were primarily made of 95% copper and 5% zinc. However, due to rising copper prices, the U.S. Mint decided to switch the composition of the penny to a mostly zinc core with only a thin copper coating. This change was made mid-year in 1982, which means some pennies were minted with the old copper composition, and others with the new zinc composition. The D mint mark, located just below the date on the coin, indicates that this particular penny was minted in Denver. Denver was one of 3 U.S. mints producing pennies that year, alongside Philadelphia and San Francisco. So, why is the 1982 D penny worth so much more than others from that era? Let's dig deeper. Alright, now the big question. Why is the 1982 D Lincoln penny worth nearly $80,000? The value of this coin comes down to a few key factors: rarity, condition, and a unique error. First, let's talk about the material composition. While most 1982 D pennies were made with the new zinc composition, a very small number were accidentally struck using the old copper planchets. This is where the rarity comes into play. Only a handful of these copper 1982 D pennies are known to exist, making them incredibly rare. Now, the error. These copper 1982 D pennies weren't supposed to be made. They were a result of planchet mix-ups during the transitional period at the mint. Anytime a mistake like this happens, collectors get excited. That's because error coins are often far more valuable than their error-free counterparts, especially when the mistake is as significant as this one. Secondly, condition matters. Coins that are in mint or near mint condition are always worth more. The highest grade examples of the 1982 D penny can command jaw-dropping prices at auction. In fact, one of these pennies graded at MS66 by PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, sold for $18,800. But coins in even better condition could fetch much more, up to the current market value of $79,907. So, how do you know if you have one of these valuable 1982 D Lincoln pennies? Here's what you need to look for. 1. Check the date and mint mark asterisk first. Ensure the penny is from 1982 and has a D mint mark below the date, indicating it was minted in Denver. 2. Weigh the coin asterisk. One of the easiest ways to tell if you have a rare copper 1982 D penny is to weigh it. Copper pennies from this era weigh 3.11 grams, while the zinc pennies weigh only 2.5 grams. If your penny weighs 3.11 grams, you might be holding a copper penny, and that could mean it's worth a lot of money. 3. Check for condition asterisk. Condition is crucial. The highest prices are paid for pennies that are in mint state, meaning they have little to no wear. If your penny has been circulated heavily, it may still be worth something, but probably not close to the $79,907 mark. If you think you found one, it's a good idea to get it professionally graded by a service like PCGS or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. They can authenticate the coin and give it an official grade, which will significantly impact its market value. Now, let's talk about the current market value. As I mentioned earlier, this coin is currently valued at an incredible $79,907 in top condition. Why such a high value? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Collectors are always on the hunt for rare era coins, especially those from significant transitional periods like 1982. The few copper 1982 D pennies that are known to exist are highly coveted, and when one comes up for sale, it sparks a bidding war among collectors. That's how we get to these jaw-dropping price tags. Prices can fluctuate based on demand, so if you're lucky enough to own one, it's important to keep an eye on the market. Who knows, the next time one of these sells at auction, it could go for even more than $79,907. And there you have it, folks, the incredible story of the 1982 D Lincoln penny that could be hiding in your coin jar and is worth nearly $80,000. Whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about what treasures might be hiding in your pocket change, it's always worth taking a closer look at your pennies. You never know when you might come across a rare and valuable piece like this one. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more exciting coin discoveries. And as always, drop a comment down below if you have any questions or if you've found any rare coins yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. If you're into coin collecting or just curious about rare and valuable coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating story behind the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin. This seemingly ordinary penny is worth an astounding $59,483 on the current market, and we're going to explain exactly why. So, make sure to stick around, hit that like button, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible coin discoveries. Let's get started. First, let's talk about the history of the 1983 Lincoln cent. The Lincoln penny has been a part of American currency since 1909, when it was introduced to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the years, this coin has undergone several design changes, but the 1983 penny holds a special place in the coin world for a unique reason. The year 1983 came right after the major transition of the U.S. Mint in 1982, when they stopped producing copper pennies due to rising costs. Instead, they switched to a cheaper composition, made primarily of zinc with a thin copper coating. This change drastically affected how the pennies were produced, and some interesting errors occurred along the way. While most 1983 pennies were minted correctly using zinc, a few coins slipped through the cracks, creating rare and highly valuable varieties. The 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny that we're discussing today is one of those coins. The switch from copper to zinc in 1982 was a monumental change in the coin-making process. Before this, pennies were made of 95% copper, which gave them a significant weight and a distinct feel. But with the rising cost of copper, the U.S. Mint made the decision to produce pennies with a core of 99.2% zinc and just 0.8% copper plating. These new pennies weighed about 2.5 grams, compared to the previous 3.11 grams for copper pennies. But why does this matter for the 1983 penny? Well, during the minting process, some coins were accidentally struck using leftover copper blanks from 1982. These rare copper pennies from 1983, often mistaken for regular pennies, are actually extremely valuable. However, another thing happened that year. Some of these pennies were minted without a mint mark, which is the focus of today's video. Now, let's talk about the no mint mark feature. When you examine most US coins, you'll notice a small letter that indicates which mint produced the coin. For instance, D stands for Denver, P for Philadelphia, and S for San Francisco. However, if a coin does not have a mint mark, it means it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, where coins during this time were commonly produced without any mint mark. So, while it's not unusual to find pennies from the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, what makes the 1983 no mint mark penny so special is a combination of factors: its unique composition, the transition period, and potential mint errors that make it incredibly valuable. Now to the big question: why is the 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny worth so much money? Several factors contribute to its value. 1. Mint errors. Some 1983 pennies were struck on leftover copper planchets from 1982, making them rarer than their zinc counterparts. These coins are often referred to as copper transitional errors, and they command extremely high prices at auctions. Point 2. Condition. The condition of the coin is critical in determining its value. Coins that are in mint state or uncirculated condition with minimal wear are significantly more valuable. If you're lucky enough to have a 1983 no mint mark penny in pristine condition, its value can skyrocket. Point 3. Collector demand. The 1983 penny is highly sought after by collectors because of its rarity. Serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for this coin to complete their collection, and as the demand increases, so does the price. Point 4. Grading. Coins that have been professionally graded by organizations like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, can fetch even higher prices. A 1983 penny graded in mint state condition can easily reach or exceed $59,000. To put things into perspective, in a recent auction, a 1983 no mint mark Lincoln penny in mint state condition sold for a staggering $59,483. That's right, one penny, worth nearly $60,000. This makes it one of the most valuable pennies in modern US history. If you're thinking, hey, I've got a bunch of pennies lying around, maybe one of them is worth thousands of dollars, then you're absolutely right to be excited. But before you rush to your coin jar, here's what you need to look for. 1. Weight. The 1983 copper pennies should weigh around 3.11 grams, while the zinc ones weigh 2.5 grams. A simple kitchen scale can help you determine the composition of your penny. Point 2. No mint mark. Check for the absence of a mint mark under the date. If there's no D or S under the 1983, then it's from the Philadelphia Mint. Point 3. Condition. The better the condition of your penny, the more valuable it will be. Look for coins with minimal wear, no scratches, and a bright, uncirculated appearance. Point 4. Professional grading. If you believe you've found a rare 1983 penny, consider sending it to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to have it authenticated and graded. A high-grade coin can significantly boost its value. So, what's the current market value of the 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny? As of today, a top-graded, mint-condition 1983 no-mint mark penny is valued at around $59,483. This price is largely driven by collector demand and the rarity of these coins. However, prices can fluctuate based on market trends, auction results, and how many of these rare coins surface over time. With coin collecting becoming more popular and the rarity of transitional era coins like this one increasing, the value of the 1983 penny may continue to rise in the coming years. If you have one of these pennies, hold on to it. It could be worth even more in the future. And there you have it. The 1983 no-mint mark Lincoln penny may just look like a regular coin, but it holds an incredible value of $59,483 due to its rare composition, mint errors, and collector demand. If you're a coin enthusiast, or even just someone who enjoys the thrill of treasure hunting, keep an eye out for this penny. It could be hiding in your pocket change. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment below, and let us know if you've ever come across a rare penny. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos about valuable coins and hidden treasures. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the world of rare and valuable coins. Today, we're talking about a coin that could be sitting in your pocket change right now, the 1990 mint mark Lincoln 1-cent penny coin, which has a current market value of $49,000. That's right. This little penny is worth nearly $50,000. But what makes this coin so special, and how can you tell if you have one? Stay tuned as we break down the history, features, and why this penny is so valuable today. Let's start with a bit of history. The 1990 D Lincoln penny was minted in Denver, which is indicated by the D mint mark below the date on the coin's obverse, or front side. The Lincoln penny has been a staple of U.S. currency since 1909. When it was first introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. In 1990, over 4.9 billion pennies were produced at the Denver Mint, which was considered a pretty standard production run. So, how did this seemingly ordinary coin become such a treasure among collectors? Now, here's the question you're probably all asking: why is this penny worth $49,000? The short answer: it's all about rarity and condition. But there's more to the story. Let's break it down. First, condition plays a huge role in determining the value of any coin. The 1990 D Lincoln penny is considered highly valuable when it is found in a state of near perfection, known in coin collecting as mint state. Coins that are in mint state condition show no signs of wear, damage, or blemishes, and they look nearly as pristine as the day they were struck at the mint. Professional coin grading services, like the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC, assign grades to coins on a scale of 1 to 70. A 1990 D Lincoln penny that receives a grade of MS68 or higher can be worth a fortune, because it's incredibly rare to find one in such impeccable condition. In fact, one in mint state 68 recently sold for $49,000. But condition isn't the only factor. Another reason the 1990 D Lincoln penny is so valuable is due to mint errors. Sometimes coins are struck with imperfections, and these errors can dramatically increase their value. Error coins, such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins missing important details, are highly sought after by collectors. While the 1990 D Lincoln penny doesn't have a notorious error like some other coins, some examples do show minor variations, such as misaligned dies or slight doubling on the letters and numbers. These small errors can add a significant premium to the coin's value. So, how do you know if you have a 1990 D Lincoln penny that could be worth thousands? Here's what to look for. First, make sure your penny has the D mint mark, which indicates it was struck at the Denver Mint. The D will appear right below the date 1990 on the obverse side of the coin. If you have a 1990 penny without a mint mark, it was minted in Philadelphia and is not as valuable as the Denver version. Next, take a close look at your penny's condition. If it looks worn or scratched, it's probably only worth face value, a single cent. But if it looks shiny and brand new, without any blemishes, you could be in luck. It's always a good idea to have your coin professionally graded if you think it's in excellent condition. Finally, carefully inspect the penny for any signs of errors. This could be anything from a double die on the date or lettering, an off-center strike, or other unusual features. Even minor errors can make a big difference in the coin's value. Now, I can't stress this enough. If you think you have a valuable 1990 Lincoln penny, get it graded by a professional service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will carefully evaluate your coin and give it a grade based on its condition. A high-grade coin can be the difference between a penny worth 1 cent and a penny worth tens of thousands of dollars. So, what's the market like for the 1990 Lincoln penny today? As of now, top-grade examples are selling for up to $49,000 at auction. The demand for rare Lincoln pennies has been steadily growing, especially for coins in pristine condition. Collectors and investors are willing to pay a premium for these little treasures because of their historical significance and rarity. So there you have it. The 1990 Mint Mark Lincoln 1 cent penny, a coin that's worth way more than a penny if you've got the right one. If you're a coin collector, or even if you just have a jar of spare change at home, take a closer look at your pennies. You never know what treasure might be hiding in plain sight. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more content about rare and valuable coins. And if you think you have a rare coin, let us know in the comments below. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video with your fellow coin collectors. Until next time, happy coin hunting! Hey there, coin collectors and treasure hunters! Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating story of the 1992 No Mint Mark Lincoln penny that could be sitting in your pocket right now. And believe it or not, this little 1 cent coin has a market value of up to $34,000. That's right, $34,000 for a penny. So, what makes this humble Lincoln cent so valuable? Let's break down its history, what to look for, and why it's worth so much today. You're definitely going to want to stick around until the end of this video. The Lincoln penny has a long and storied history, dating all the way back to 1909. It was first minted to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the Lincoln penny has gone through various design changes, mint mark locations, and small variations that sometimes turn these tiny copper coins into collectors' gold mines. Today, though, we're focusing on the 1992 Lincoln penny, specifically, the no mint mark version. Normally, coins minted in Philadelphia have no mint mark, and that's where this story gets interesting. So, what exactly is the deal with the 1992 no mint mark penny, and why is it fetching $34,000 in the market? First, let's talk mint marks. In 1992, pennies were produced at several different mints across the U.S., including Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia minted pennies, as we just mentioned, don't have a mint mark. But there's a special variety of the 1992 penny that makes it incredibly rare. You see, the real value in these pennies comes from what's known as the close AM variety and the word America on the reverse of the coin. Typically, in 1992 pennies, there's a small gap between the letters A and M. But in the close AM variety, those two letters are almost touching. This rare design feature shouldn't have been on the 1992 penny at all. It was intended for pennies minted in 1993. The mint mistakenly used a 1993 reverse die on some 1992 pennies, and this error is what's driving the huge price tags today. To the untrained eye, it's easy to overlook this subtle difference, but to collectors, it's like finding a needle in a haystack, a very valuable needle. The close AM variety from 1992 has made waves in the coin collecting world, and that's why these pennies can fetch up to $34,000 in high grades. Now let's talk history. The close AM variety of the 1992 penny wasn't even discovered until the early 2000s, meaning that for nearly a decade, these valuable coins were circulating, unnoticed, in pockets and change jars across America. Since then, only a handful of these rare 1992 close AM pennies have been found. What makes these coins even more valuable is their condition, or grade. The closer a coin is to its original mint state, the fewer scratches, marks, or signs of wear, the higher its grade, and the more valuable it becomes. Coins like this are typically graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by services like the Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS). A 1992 no mint mark close AM penny in top-notch condition, graded as MS67 or higher, can reach values of $34,000 or more. Even lower-grade examples of this rare variety can still bring in impressive sums, sometimes in the thousands of dollars. Okay, let's get to the juicy part, current market value. As of today, collectors are paying up to $34,000 for a 1992 no mint mark close AM penny in near-perfect condition. But keep in mind that the value of these coins can fluctuate based on demand, the number of coins found, and their overall condition. The most recent auction sales of a high-grade 1992 close AM penny have been close to that $34,000 mark, so if you happen to have one of these pennies in your collection, you might be sitting on a small fortune. So, how do you know if you've got one of these incredibly valuable coins? Here's a quick guide. First, flip the penny over to the reverse side, and closely examine the letters in United States of America, particularly A and M in America. If the and M are nearly touching, you may have found a close AM variety. If there's a noticeable gap between the two letters, it's the common version of the 1992 penny. Be sure. You might want to use a magnifying glass or take it to a professional coin dealer for verification. And if you do think you've found one of these rare coins, it's definitely worth getting it professionally graded to determine its true value. Who knows, that 1-cent coin could turn into $34,000. So there you have it, the incredible story of the 1992 no-mint mark Lincoln penny with the close AM variety, a small piece of copper with a huge price tag. Have you checked your pocket change lately? You might want to start. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on any of our treasure hunting tips. Let us know in the comments if you've ever come across any rare coins or if you're on the hunt for one of these 1992 close AM pennies. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep searching for those hidden treasures. Welcome back to our channel, coin collectors and enthusiasts. Today, we've got a fascinating story about a seemingly ordinary coin that could be sitting in your pocket or coin jar right now, the 2003 Lincoln 1-cent penny. What if I told you this penny could be worth up to $9,218 today? That's right, a little 1-cent coin that could pay off some serious bills. So, what makes this penny so valuable, and how did it go from pocket change to a collector's dream? Stick around, because we're diving deep into the history, rarity, and current market value of the 2003 Lincoln penny. The Lincoln penny, officially known as the Lincoln cent, was first introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a historical figure instead of the traditional Lady Liberty. Since then, the Lincoln penny has gone through several design changes and mint marks, but it remains one of the most widely produced coins in the U.S. now. Let's focus on the 2003 Lincoln penny, minted at the Denver Mint, represented by the D mint mark. The Denver Mint is known for producing high-quality coins, but even the most perfect minting processes can result in errors or rarities. The 2003 Lincoln penny had a relatively high mintage, with over 3 billion coins produced that year. So why would one be worth $9,218? So, what sets this penny apart from the billions of others minted in 2003? Let's break it down. As with any valuable coin, condition is key. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. Most coins you find in circulation will be in lower grades, but if you happen to have a 2003 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, often called mint state, or MS, the value skyrockets. Coins graded MS 65 or higher are the ones collectors seek out. In fact, the penny valued at $9,218 was graded MS 69, just 1 point away from perfection. Mint errors are another huge factor in determining a coin's value. These errors can include anything from misaligned strikes, double die errors, off-centering, or planchet issues. With the 2003 Lincoln penny, some rare varieties have shown off-centered strikes or die cracks, which makes these coins highly desirable. The more significant the error, the higher the value. While billions of pennies were minted in 2003, finding one in top-notch condition or with a major mint error is extremely rare. Even if you have a 2003 penny, it's likely not in the flawless state required for such high value unless it was preserved in mint condition. Only a small number of these coins have been found in high grades or with unique errors, which drives up the price due to the limited supply. You might be wondering why someone would spend over $9,000 on a penny. Coin collectors, also known as numismatists, are always on the hunt for rare and unique pieces to add to their collections. High-quality examples of common coins become highly sought after when they are hard to find in mint condition. Also, errors from the mint, even small ones, become fascinating and valuable because they represent anomalies in the coin-making process, something that's always appealing to collectors. The 2003 Lincoln penny, especially those with striking mint errors or in near-perfect condition, holds its value because it represents a modern rarity. It's not an ancient coin, but finding one in pristine, untouched condition is extremely difficult. Collectors are willing to pay a premium for these scarce examples, making the market competitive. Now, I know what you're thinking. Do I have one of these valuable pennies? Well, here's what you should do to find out. First, check for the DE mint mark, which is located just below the year 2003 on the front side obverse of the coin. If your penny doesn't have this mark, it was minted in Philadelphia and isn't part of the Denver Mint series we're talking about. Is the coin in good shape? Does it have sharp details, or is it worn from circulation? The more pristine, the better. If your penny looks shiny and flawless, it might be worth getting it professionally graded by a company like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation. Use a magnifying glass to inspect the coin closely. Look for any unusual features like doubling of letters, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These errors could make your coin much more valuable. If you think your penny might be worth something, get it professionally graded. This can significantly increase its market value. A penny graded in MS69 is what brought in that impressive $9,218 price tag. So, what's the current market value of the 2003 D Lincoln penny? As mentioned earlier, the top price ever recorded for one of these coins was $9,218. But the average value for a 2003 D Lincoln penny in mint condition hovers around $1 to $20, depending on its quality. Coins with rare errors or in exceptional condition, like an MS69, can reach values in the thousands. However, market trends change, and the value of these pennies could rise or fall based on demand, coin auctions, and the discovery of more rare examples. Keeping up with the latest auction results is key for anyone interested in selling or purchasing rare coins like this one. And there you have it, the fascinating world of the 2003 D Lincoln penny. From humble beginnings as a 1-cent coin, to a potential $9,218 payday, it's a perfect example of how something so ordinary can become extraordinarily valuable. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just curious about the coins in your pocket, it's always worth taking a closer look at your change. You never know what treasure you might find out. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of coin collecting, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating coin stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update on the latest coin values and hidden treasures in circulation. Thanks for watching, and happy hunting. Keep collecting, keep learning, and who knows, you might be the next person to discover a penny worth thousands. Welcome back, coin enthusiasts. If you're a collector or just someone curious about valuable coins, you're in for a treat today. In this video, we'll be diving deep into the fascinating world of the 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln 1-cent penny. Believe it or not, this little coin could be worth up to $45,000 in today's market. Stick around as we uncover the history, rarity, and current market value of this incredible penny. Let's start by going back to 2006. This was a year marked by significant global and national events. The Denver Mint was busy striking millions of Lincoln pennies, carrying forward a coin design that has been in circulation since 1909. While most 2006 pennies went unnoticed, some have turned into rare collectibles over time, fetching surprising prices at auctions. The Lincoln 1-cent coin is the longest-running design of any U.S. coin. First introduced in 1909 to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, this penny design has become an American icon. The D Mint mark you see on the 2006 penny signifies that it was struck at the Denver Mint, one of the two major mints responsible for producing coins in the U.S., the other being Philadelphia. So, what makes the 2006 D Mint Mark Lincoln penny so special? While billions of these pennies were produced, only a handful of them have become incredibly valuable. The reason lies in their condition, errors, and demand among collectors. Some 2060 pennies were struck with unique errors that made them one of a kind. Whether it's a double die error, a misaligned die, or other imperfections, these rare features elevate the value of these coins to extraordinary levels. Like most valuable coins, the condition of the penny plays a huge role in its market value. A 2060 penny in circulated condition might only be worth face value, but if it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, that's where things start to get interesting. Coins graded in high mint state conditions, such as MS65 or higher, are particularly sought after. These pennies can shine with their original luster, showing little to no signs of wear, making them prime targets for collectors and investors. Now, here's the exciting part, the current market value. As of now, A top-grade 2060 mint mark Lincoln penny can fetch as much as $45,000. That's right, this tiny penny, if found in perfect condition or with an error, can be worth a small fortune. Many coin collectors are willing to pay large sums to add these rare coins to their collections. You might be asking, why is this penny worth so much? The value stems from the coin's scarcity in top condition, the demand from collectors, and, in some cases, specific errors that make them unique. High-grade examples that have been preserved over the years are increasingly rare, and that drives their market value higher and higher. Recently, a 2060 mint mark penny in perfect mint state sold at auction for an astonishing $45,000. That's a jaw-dropping price for a coin you might find in your pocket change. But these rare coins are treasures for serious collectors who are always on the lookout for high-grade Lincoln pennies to complete their collections. So, how can you tell if you've got a valuable 2060 Lincoln penny? Here are a few key things to look for. 1. Mint mark. Look for the D mint mark under the date, indicating it was produced at the Denver Mint. 2. Errors. Check for any doubling in the letters or numbers, or any other striking errors like misaligned dies. 3. Condition. The better the condition, the higher the value. If it looks shiny, with no wear or scratches, you might have a winner. 4. Grade. Consider sending your coin to a professional grader to get an official grade. This will give you a clearer idea of its market value. In conclusion, the 2060 mint mark Lincoln penny is much more than just loose change. It's a potential goldmine for collectors and investors alike. Whether you're lucky enough to find one in pristine condition or you've stumbled upon one with a rare error, this coin could be worth thousands of dollars. Keep an eye out, because you never know when you might strike it rich with a penny. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed learning about the 2060 Lincoln penny and want to hear more about other valuable coins, hit that like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you never miss an update. Who knows, your next discovery could be worth a fortune. See you next time, coin lovers.